Good morning. Sleep well now on an actual piece of furniture? Well then, come on, get up. It's time to talk and get you some breakfast. Yes, breakfast. It's something you eat in the morning. Yes, breakfast. It's something you eat in the morning. Oh, you know. Well then, you should get up and go get some. Because if you don't, I'll stand here and annoy you for as long as is necessary to get you out of bed, out of spite. There we go. Come on. Yep, already set up. Well, when you're nocturnal by nature and also don't actually require real sleep, you have a lot of time on your hands at night. No, I already ate. Standard issue blood bags from the covens. Taste ain't great, but I'd rather not let death take me just yet. Anyways, I sent in my report to the coven a few hours ago, so we should be good to investigate our mutual enemy. Huh? No way. There is no way you don't know who the covens are. That's like not knowing what the government is. I know information is hard to get without directly talking with someone, but unless you just had a breakthrough, the covens make it clear to you that they exist and they have rules you need to follow. What about breakthroughs? Okay. No, that one's fair. I don't imagine you deal with those often at all. Okay. No, that one's fair. I don't imagine you deal with those often, if at all. Hmm. Well, I guess you should know about this stuff in case you run into anything like that. Nothing's wrong. It's just a lot of talking about stuff I already know, and then figuring out how to tell someone else about it who has barely, if any, information on the subject. That, and it's technically unrelated from what we should be talking about, which is finding the guy. Which, side note, we should definitely figure out an actual name to call him, because just referring to him as our mutual enemy or whatever is gonna get old real fast. Anyways, do you want to talk about supernatural stuff or our hunt for the bad man first? I assumed you'd prefer that. I assumed you'd prefer that. So, we know he's somewhere in the city and that you can trace him given proper evidence. That's not a lot, if I'm being honest. He could leave the city at any time, and we wouldn't know. Oh, and pray tell, why wouldn't he leave? And what is the reason he's here? Now, is that because you actually don't know? Or is it because it's related to why you're going after him and you don't want to tell me? Listen, you know stuff and won't share for personal reasons, which I guess is fair. However, it could help us find this guy if we both have all the information. Alright, I won't push. But again, do you actually not know what he's here for? Or you just don't want to share? So he's here for some magical artifact, and if he gets his hands on it, it's probably not good. That about it? Well, that does give us something to look into. Additionally, if he's looking for something and he's staying here, he's probably looking for a healer. A healer is. Huh, hmm. No, it's not tough to explain. It's just a part of some pseudo subfaction of people that I don't imagine you know of. Hmm. It's not important. Basically, a healer is what it sounds like. They heal people with magic. They are what is considered a freelancer, which in the supernatural world refers to an individual who can be hired for supernatural uses. There's a bunch of different kinds of freelancers, one of which is a healer. They don't directly work for any group, and as such would be more than willing to fix him up as long as he pays. No, I'm not a freelancer. I work directly with the covens to protect this particular city. Which, if I'm being honest, is really confusing and aggravating how there is some hidden artifact or something similar here that I don't know about. Haha, yes, you're so funny. I'd laugh if it wasn't annoying me so much. Anyways, for now our best bet is to find the artifact, but where he does, though with us not knowing what or where it could be, we're gonna have to go on a manhunt. Do you have the money to hire some freelancers to help us look? Then we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Additionally, we can also check out the nearby healers. If you went to one, you should be able to pick up his scent, and hopefully we can narrow down his location. He's got a head start on us, but if we can trace his movements, we might be able to cut him off before he reaches whatever he's looking for. I'll see if I can get one of the nearby covens to look into it, but without anything concrete, they likely won't commit anything too big to the search, if anything at all. Well, vampires are stingy like that. Hmm. Oh, right. Explain what covens are and such. Hmm. Well, a coven is the closest thing we got to any form of government order going on. It's basically a group of vampire and friends forming an organization in order to protect themselves and their beliefs on how the supernatural world should be run. At least that's how modern covens go. Oh yeah, back in ye olden Europe, vampires who wanted to seize some sort of power or had a greater goal in mind would make new vampires and use them as minions for whatever scheme they had. Regardless, modern day covens are usually run by the oldest vampire, or one elected to the position through other notable members voting for them. Covens usually work to enforce some semblance of order around the world, and together with other covens, work to keep the supernatural world hidden and protected from those who don't know about people and creatures like us. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, right, a breakthrough. Eh, it isn't too complicated to explain. A breakthrough is what happens when someone learns about supernatural things existing in the quote-unquote real world. The Bill doesn't like this and tries to make them forget, believe it's fake, and anything else it can do to make them have doubts. However, if the person can push forward and 100% believe supernatural things are real, and they have a breakthrough, and now the Bill has no control over them. It usually happens with exposure to true supernatural creatures or powers. Like if someone shoots fire out of their hand and then shows they have complete control, that could lead to someone believing and then having a breakthrough. Hmm. Depends on the person, really. Someone who already believes supernatural stuff is real will only need a werewolf in front of them, and then poof, breakthrough with no pain. Yeah. If someone is very against believing in supernatural things, then trying to get them to actually believe in them is much harder and can be painful on them. Unless they see undeniable proof, they won't be able to have a breakthrough on their own, and will likely pass out from the strain. The veil will do whatever it can to make the person not believe the supernatural anymore. Most people fit in between the two extremes, and usually will require someone who already knows the supernatural exists to help push them through it. Yeah, it's not fun. Regardless, that is covens and breakthroughs with a dash of freelancers for you. Yep. Now you know why it was so important for me to deal with you when I did. Oh yeah, you definitely were discreet. And not having people openly telling me they heard strange noises from the old abandoned house. Yep, you were so discreet. Yeah, whatever, furball. Oh no, I'm scared of the Owindu furry with anger issues. Please, Lord Below, save me from this scary monster before me. Be grumpy all you want, but don't waste my food. I have normal food in cases of strays coming by. You make it too easy to rile you up. Look, eat, and spend your time recovering. That way, when you see him again, you'll be the victor this time. Alright? Yeah, it's ensuring your win against him. There we go. Huh? Oh, I'm gonna start getting together a list of places we can search tonight, and also in the future. I know this city, and a lot of its supernatural citizens, pretty well, so I shouldn't have too much trouble getting an idea of where he could have gone. The harder part will be actually talking to these people. Well, I'm not the most beloved for enforcing the Coven's protocols on them. Yes, haha, very funny. Whatever. Just eat and rest up so you're ready for tonight. Hmm? Do you think you'll need more time to recover? Are you sure you're good? Listen, I want to find this guy too. And I know you want to find him way more than me. But if you're not good to track, then that's a waste of time. I want to find and get rid of this guy for good. I can't have you getting in your own way just because you were too prideful and determined to properly rest and end up ruining this for yourself. So, I repeat myself. Are you sure you're up for this tonight? We can go again another night. Besides, it gives me more time to try and locate either this artifact or places to investigate further. Alright then. We'll wait a bit until you're up for it. It's fine. We'll get him, and when we do, he won't stand a chance. Alright? There we go. See? That could be nice. Yeah, keep eating. I'll be in my room if you need anything. Feel free to get a good look around the place, since you'll be staying here for a while. You might as well get comfortable with the layout. Well, alright then. Oh, make sure not to break anything. Oh, and also don't leave, fur everywhere. Okay, I'm going. This is gonna be a long. You know what? Not even gonna say it.